Watkunuradu, and welcome to our political update. This time around, as we start July, we'll tie up some loose ends from late June. The Supreme Court made a huge decision regarding lands in Chilcotin, British Columbia. We asked Grand Chief Mike DeLille just how important it was, how significant.
It's obviously groundbreaking. I don't want to use any other adjectives at this point, but I'm still concerned that the Supreme Court may clarify, as they've done in the past, recently, like Marshall decision, although it's probably more than 10 years ago now, but it is a great decision. It's going to have implications in Kahnawake as well, not only to seniority, but also specific claims. We have 3 in the hopper right now with the federal government. We've seen tribunals take some judgments, only 1 in recent memory that has been positive. We've seen the federal court take some positive decisions with our brothers and sisters in Tyendinaga recently. Actually, it's about a year ago now. But this one from Supreme Court of Canada talking about and defining, which is actually groundbreaking, Aboriginal rights and title.
And while we had him in the office, we also asked him about the situation with the Cattery Memorial Hospital Centre. Where are we at?
Well, this past Monday, Council gave the signing authority to Intergovernmental Portfolio Chief Lloyd Phillips and Labour Portfolio Chief Rhonda Kirby to sign off on a memorandum of understanding between us and the provincial government. There's a lot of document within that piece, but the outstanding item is about the ability for the hospital to move forward. So we're just waiting for, I believe it's July 9th, when Cabinet will be tabling this in Quebec Parliament. And if and when that gets signed there, the hospital will be advised shortly thereafter and will be able to go to tender.
With plenty of meetings going on, we felt it was important to give a brief update, at least, on the tobacco file. There's been a lot of work on a law to create regulations. Where are we at?
Well, last night there was a community meeting that was held by the KTA to present the Memorandum of Understanding that MCK has made jointly with them. It was presented to the community, concerns were raised and issues were discussed. So we're very hopeful that we're going to move forward on this.
And there's going to be a lot of hard work that's going to come now, and we're going to need the people to come forward and get involved with the consultations, and which is the future of Kahnawake, or our economy.
It's a great deal of concern of getting this as quickly as we can into the process and consulting with the stakeholders. So I think it's going to be done in a very timely manner.
And finally, some news on people who are moving on. There are 3 recently at the Mohawk Council of Kahnawà who've served for significant amounts of time. We'll start off with my old friend and neighbor, Daniel Montour, who was working as a dispatcher with the Kahnawake Peacekeepers for over 30 years. He has retired and is moving on to other things. Interesting photos that he presented here to show go back to the earliest days of the Peacekeepers, and we thought it would be interesting to show those. And we wish Daniel all the very best in his endeavors and for all his hard work through the years. Also leaving on a very good note is another very, very nice lady. Diane Jacobs leaves after 15 years at the Mohawk Council of Kahnawa's accounting department. We caught up to her on her very last day of work.
Okay, I started here 14 years ago. I came in, as a payroll and administrator at that time. I love my job. I love the idea of working with all the employees, trying to make things work, balancing things. I love figures. I'm going to miss the girls in accounting. I think that's one of my biggest things that I'll miss. I'll miss the idea of getting up and going to work. I think that's a big, thing for me. I loved working at the MCK. All the employees have been great and understanding, and lots of well wishes and heartfelt. Like it kind of made me cry yesterday a little bit, but it was very good. I'm missing it. I'll miss it for sure.
And finally, a gentleman who has been in politics almost his entire adult life. He was elected to council back in 1960 and has been working on and off, mostly on, at the Mohawk Council of Kahnawà through the years, most recently as an advisor and elder for the office of the Council of Chiefs. Andrew DeLille Sr., a mentor to me and also to, I guess, a great many people, has left, but he stopped by the office and we caught up to him for some thoughts.
Oh, I'm keeping busy with the National Indigenous Council of Elders, you know, and plus the KFA. It's really going strong. I mean, we're having a little bit of problems, but we'll survive. But the National Indian Council of Elders takes a lot of time, and I just came back from, for instance, Winnipeg. We had a meeting on foundations. Prior to that, we had a meeting on trust funds. A lot of people are interested. We're finding out that the government is holding a lot of money, for instance. Well, we're an active group, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort. So, and I'm enjoying it, you know, from the experience that we have. I'm involved around here. I'm still involved in trying to find, create work projects, still working on it so that we can get jobs for people here, not only in Kahnawake, but especially on the outside. I'm working on a program to be involved in the development of northern Quebec. We're doing that, and it looks pretty good that we can form a company and then create a lot of work for a lot of people, both here and outside of the community.
And best of luck to those three wonderful people who will now be enjoying their retirement. I'm sure they're going to be just as busy as when they were working. And that'll do it for this political update. Before I leave, just a little mention, the Indigenous Game is coming up the third week of July. KTV is going to be there with lots and lots of coverage. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you'd like to help support the team, you can pick up some merchandise. There will be more information on that as the days come up. Just a little note here, this excellent shirt, which is very stylish, is one that I picked up. And you can pick up yours, show your support, and look good at the same time. All right, we'll see you next time.